So I'm going to be showing you how to create a video using PowerPoint. I'm going to be showing you quite a straightforward version of it. There is actually quite a lot that you can do, but I don't want to get into the depth of it. I thought maybe I'll just highlight things that are quite useful and ways to go about it. Hopefully you guys are familiar with PowerPoint already in terms of how to use animations and everything like that. If not, just YouTube is your best friend. It has so many videos and tutorials on anything. That's literally how I learned how to make this video. So the reason why I just wanted to bring up animations is because you can actually use them while you record. And I'm going to show you how that works right now. So I'm going to go into slideshow. At the top here, it's right next to animations, and in slideshow we have something called record slideshow. There's a drop-down menu that says record from current or beginning. I'm going to go from current because I have videos in my other slides that I want to keep. So I'm going to say from current, and what you're going to see is my webcam. It's going to pop up there, and that's me. Hi. So basically what I'm going to do now is show you how to record this and use your animations. It's basically the exact same as a presentation where you just click. You just have to remember when you want to click and do your video with that. So I'm going to begin recording. It's going to count me down. And we are recording. So if I click, I have my first title there using PowerPoint to create videos. Click again, and all of my animations happen while I'm speaking. As long as I just know that I'm clicking in the background, it's really easy to use. You can do this for what you are presenting on your screen. Maybe you have diagrams or something that you want to talk about where information comes as you go. Where you click this arrow here, it just means that you can go over onto the next slide and just continue recording. It's a fluid thing, so you don't need to worry about your recording cutting. And when you export it as a video, it runs completely through. It's quite amazing and awesome. And if you have this slide ready with animations, then again, all you have to do is just click and go for it. So I'm going to hit stop. And I'm going to go to the previous slide and I'm going to hit replay. And we are recording. So if I click, I have my first title there using PowerPoint to create videos. Click again, and all of my animations happen while I'm speaking. So the replay option shows us that we can listen to what we've just recorded, which is pretty great. Then to exit this, you just can either hit escape or close. And yeah, now we are back to our slide. You can see there is our video there in the corner. And on our next slide, there was the video there. I don't particularly want this video on the slide, so I'm going to delete it because this slide is about editing your videos on your phone beforehand. I also mentioned here that PowerPoint has limited video editing capabilities, but they are available. So if you go into video format at the top here, you can add some effects, you can add borders and whatnot, and drop shadow or something like that. But it's quite hard to cut your video. So basically manipulating your time frames, which I'm going to click play now and show you guys what I mean by that. So slideshow, and I'm going to click from current slide. So most cell phones do give you the ability to edit a video. So what you can do is go into edit. You'll see how basically at the beginning of this video, I am sitting down, getting ready, and that's not necessarily what you need in the video. So I'm going to pause there. That was me counting myself down. I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to use this cut feature, which is the first feature there. I'm going to go to a part where I know that that's where I started. I messed up here, so I did a countdown again, and I probably started around here. So on my phone, my feature is cut, so I'm going to put cut there. I'm going to select all the video that was before that and delete it because I don't need it. So I'm basically starting straight from here. Then I go all the way to the end. I know that that's part of the video. I rehearsed it, so that also makes it a lot easier. Still going all the way to the end. And this is me ending off in a very awkward smile. this is where my video ends. You can see that the rest of the video is just me getting up to turn the camera off. This is also something that I can just cut out. So I go to the frame where you can see it's my final smile before I get up. And I'm going to cut there as well. Click on the rest of the video, delete that. This will save as a copy, so don't worry about overwriting your video most of the time. But just keep that in mind when saving. And you might get the option of the resolution. Try keep it to a higher resolution. It's better quality. This is obviously if your phone has this option. So that is editing videos on your phone so that you can immediately just drag them in like what I did here. I had this video ready to go in my folder for this video that I'm creating, this PowerPoint video that I'm creating. I literally just dragged it straight into here. You can see it pops up, and that's how I moved it across. Quite simple, quite easy. It takes a bit of playing around and practice, but soon you'll get the gist of it. So on to the next slide. I wanted to show you guys how creative you could get with these videos. It can get quite fun if you just give yourself some time to experiment. So this is what I did for this one video to show you guys that you can have a video here playing and speak about it as well at the same time. So I'm going to again play from current slide. So what I wanted to see here was if I could create a video in PowerPoint and talk over that video while it's happening as well. That was like my main kind of goal.
I'm in the PowerPoint video right now, though, right?
Yeah, no, you are. I just needed to use
no,
you.
I thought I was doing tips and tricks.
Yeah, no, you are. Most definitely. I just wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, no, fine. You put me a little bit on the spot here.
Sorry, no, don't worry. You're doing great. You really. What are you doing?
I'm trying to just act natural.
Okay, let's stop there then. Don't worry about it. So that's just something fun that you can do. That was basically me just rehearsing that and keeping in mind the timing of it. I actually didn't use any video editing other than cropping or cutting the frame of my video like I had done in the previous slide to show you. What I want to move on to now is adding animations on top of your video, which I was really excited about this because it's really, really cool that you can do this during your video. So how this works is I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to insert a text box here. Let me also just delete that too. I'm going to insert a text box here. And there's a point in this video where I look confused. Oop, confused. Okay. Confused. All right, so we have our text box, and if we go into animations, then we can add an animation to it. I'm going to add appear. So now we see that there's a little number 2. This is a number 1. What that just means is that we can go to here where it says start, duration, and delay, and we can click our drop-down menu and say with previous. That means it's going to start with this video. And the reason why this is important is because now in this video, we know that I get confused at about there, which is 7.67 seconds. So I'm going to go here, and on the delay, I'm going to say 7.67 seconds, and that is going to allow me to have this text box pop up at that point. So I'm going to go to slideshow from current slide. So what I wanted to see here was if I could create a video in PowerPoint and talk over that video while it's happening as well. That was like my main kind of goal.
I'm in the PowerPoint video right now.
So you can see there that it popped up when I wanted it to pop up. So we can also do this with images. So if you have graphs or tables or diagrams, you can literally put your image right onto the slide, adjust it however you want. I'm going to put mine over there. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this animate as well. I think I'm going to have this fly in. And now I want this again to start with the previous, but now I want this to start from when I start smiling, which is about there, 2887. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to say 2887, hit enter, and that should start that animation at 2887 seconds into the slide itself. So we can double check that and go from current slide. Walk over that video while it's happening as well. That was like my main kind of goal.
Oh, wait, I'm in the PowerPoint video right now, though, right?
Yeah, no, you are. I just needed to use
no,
you.
I thought I was doing tips and tricks.
Yeah, no, you are. Most definitely. I just wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, fine. You put me a little bit on the spot here.
Sorry, no, don't worry. You're doing great. You really. What are you doing?
I'm trying to just act natural.
Okay, let's stop there then. Don't worry about it. So that is how we can have images pop up onto the screen while we are recording. Another thing is that we can actually move ourselves around here. So if maybe you want yourself a little bit bigger, or you maybe wanted yourself on the other side of the screen, you literally can just click on the video and move it around. Another thing that's also pretty great is if we go into design and we go into design ideas here at the top right corner, you would want to do this before you add in everything. So I'm just going to go to basically a new slide. And what happens in design, and here at the top right corner, we have design ideas, is you can click that and it will generate basically templates that you can organize your video into. So here we have a whole bunch of different orientations, and it's quite awesome that this is just such a quick and easy thing. So we don't really have to worry about our design choices. But it's just something that I wanted to show you guys so that you don't really have to worry about organizing your information. You can just go straight into a template. I've lost that video now. All right, it's fine. No stress. So the last thing that I'm going to show you is how to export your video. You're going to go to File, and instead of going to Save As, we're going to go to Export. It has an option there that says Create Video, and we have some options here as well. This is basically our resolution option. We can choose 4K, 1080p, 720, 480. 720 is going to give you, like it says, moderate quality and a medium file size. You probably can go for 1080. That's usually the recommended viewing quality. So we're going to do that one. But if you would like your file size to be smaller, then go for the 720. Ulwazi has a 500 megabyte upload limit, I think. So just keep that in mind when creating your videos. Then over here we have options to say don't use recorded timings and narrations, but we do want to use our recorded timings and narration. So let's just keep it on this option here. Don't worry about the seconds here spent on each slide. Just go to create video. You're going to save this into the file that you want, name it however you want, and just say save. As long as you've got the MP4 file extension there, you are good. Then you're going to see here that it is exporting. So this takes quite a while. You just have to wait for it. And yeah, as soon as it's done, you have your video ready to go. So I now have this video ready to go. It's over here. And when I click on it, it plays throughout just how I want it to. Cool. Thanks for joining, guys. I hope that you learned something and this wasn't too tedious. The best thing to do is to just play around, experiment, watch YouTube videos, and familiarize yourself with everything that you can do. Good luck and enjoy the rest of the presentation. We've got some really cool things to show you.